Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me loudly and clearly. Just let me know in the chat. Thanks.
You do not have to trust her to love her. That is a myth. Female haters want to fuck me.
Repeat after me. Flush your condoms.
And male haters want to beat me. It's that simple.
Wait a minute. You actually thought you were the only guy she was fucking?
But she told me she loved me.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 597th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. TSR Live is brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Be super productive and laser focused for hours with zero crash, zero jitters. Go to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 500, exactly 500 people watching us as of right now. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, we are streaming live to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, VK, and OK.ru. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is Friday, April the 17th of 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. Happy Friday, one and all. This weekend, not really too much planned for the weekend in the way of work. Obviously, I'm putting the finishing touches on my course, my Womanese 101 course. I'm also going to be upgrading the studio a little bit. It's probably going to be anywhere between $3,000 and maybe $30,000. I don't know, maybe like $3,000 worth of upgrades. I got a new camera, got a new longer camera slider. I've got some acoustic panels I'm going to put up so the sound's a little bit better. I've got some new lighting. I'm going to do some new colors and all kinds of cool, neat tricks with the lighting. Maybe a new mixer. Maybe a new mixer if I can get one that'll get here in time. And as always, I always turn my fan the wrong way. Oh, boy. Nope, not quite. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, my studio gets very, very hot because there's a lot of equipment in there, occupational hazard, part of the gig, etc., etc. It appears that I am going to have to pull Devin off of her job a lot sooner than she had originally planned. She works for a very large, very successful company. And they just launched their website, and Devin put in loads of overtime, hours of overtime. She's working on weekends, et cetera, et cetera. And they had their performer of the quarter today, and she did not win. And statistically, in terms of just outright productivity, Devin has been, I think it's like 35% more productive than anybody else in the company. Yet she did not win. She did not win performer of the quarter. A big reason for that is because Devin isn't the most social butterfly at work. That's just all there is to it. Obviously, listen, she's under marching orders from me not to be commingling with anybody, and she's happy to oblige. But this just goes to show that the American workplace, it almost punishes you for not putting your relationship at risk. It's not that it directly does this, but companies sort of look down on you if you don't do happy hour after work, if you don't engage in team building activities, if you don't do weekend team building activities out in cabins and whatever the case may be. Devin doesn't participate in any of that stuff. The reason she doesn't participate in any of that stuff is because that stuff puts her relationship at risk. Now, she could if she wants to. But she likes me more than she likes me more than she likes to commingle and socialize with people. And that's been the one big thing. That's sort of been the one big thing that has held her back. I don't want to say from advancing, but that's the one thing that's really kept her from being recognized the way she should. And so Devin is feeling some type of way, man. And I think I could definitely put her to much better use here working for me. I can almost pay her salary, to be quite honest with you. I'll obviously pay her in penis, but we'll see how that goes, man. As soon as I pull her out of her job, man, this thing is going to get substantially better because Devin is a woman of many, many talents. She specializes in internet marketing. She's done it for a decade and a half, and she's really, really good at it, among other things. She can build websites. She can do all that stuff. And so, listen, man, if her company doesn't want to appreciate her, I most certainly will, because I could certainly use her over on my end. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as the details come in. Reached 800 patrons, probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. I've reached 800 patrons, so congratulations to you guys. Thank you guys very much for the support. Listen, the show is growing, the reach is growing, everything seems to be headed in the right direction with the show. Speaking of Patreon, we're definitely going to be doing my Love is Blind. Gonna be doing my Love is Blind breakdown directly after the show. So be sure to stick around for that. I'll be doing that on Sharpe Stream. That's sharpestream.com. I'll put the link in the chat when I'm about to make the switch. Another quick bit of housekeeping here. After today, I'm not going to be offering consultations anymore. I just don't have the time, guys. I tried scaling back my schedule. Then I tried charging, what I thought was a ridiculous amount. People are still paying to get consultations. Bless your, listen, I would love to help everybody out, but at this point in time, I just don't have the time. I think, listen, at some point, I probably will offer consultations again. But for the next couple months, when I'm really, I'm working on, releasing my course. I'm still trying to put together my event. Obviously, the coronavirus has sort of put the kibosh on all sort of gathering events. Hopefully, the country opens back up soon. As soon as that happens, we are. I'm definitely going to be scheduling the event. Right now, I have confirmed, obviously, myself. Myron Gaines is going to be there. Aaron Clary, a.k.a. Captain Capitalism, he is going to be there. And I'm going to reach out to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels hasn't confirmed, but I'm fairly confident. That Kevin would be more than happy to lend his expertise. And I am also reaching out to Alan Roger Curry and Rollo Tomasi, two of the juggernauts in the Manosphere. Of course, Rollo being the Godfather, ARC really being he's the OG of Game. This guy was running Game before it was even called Game. So if I could get one or both of those guys, that would really, really add some value. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens from there. But for now, for the foreseeable future, not going to be offering consultations anymore. At this point, it's just it really just is a time thing. That's really what it comes down to. Guys, make sure to get your hands on my free ebook, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. All you have to do is subscribe to my email list, and the book is yours. A lot of men wonder where they go wrong in relationships, and 159% of the time is because she had at least 7 of the 16 deal-breaker characteristics that I list in my book. Go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter, subscribe to the newsletter, and you will have the book. Keep in mind, guys, that the ebook has coupons for my courses, so that's an added benefit for you. Let me shout out my super chats, and we'll get started here. Big thanks goes out to Keelan Felix, brand new member. Appreciate that. Tayon Jackson with the $10 super chat before any of this gets started. He actually super chatted before we got started here. Said a token of my appreciation. Salute. My energy's a little bit low. I lifted extra heavy today. I took a pre-workout called Pig's Blood, and that stuff, dude, that stuff has you red lighting. And so, man, I really pushed myself. So, anyway, Amari Kermani with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. He says, all Dean scholarships in my grad school in 2019 went to butterflies, and all butterflies were females. It's okay. Don't get disheartened. Yeah, this is just how it is. If Devin were the social butterfly, like some of the less talented people there are, she might be a little bit further along. But she works her ass off, man. Like, dude, she doesn't take lunch. Like, she's a desk diner. She'll work and eat lunch. That's one. Listen, Devin certainly has a lot of flaws and a lot of faults. She's not really disciplined. I really have to light a fire under her ass to get her to do anything consistently, which is fine. She's a woman. That's to be expected. I recently put her on dick detention. She did what it took to get off of dick detention. So I do have to take those measures. But one thing that I know, one thing that I see consistently, and this is since the day we met, is her work ethic her work ethic is almost on par with mine. I work my ass off. I think Devin works just as hard. She really, really does. And if I can pull her off of her, dude, I don't even need 8 hours a day out of her. If I can get 4 to 5 hours a day of her talent and her expertise, dude, it's really gonna take off. And that obviously will benefit you guys. This means more content. This means more events. This means more public appearances. So it certainly doesn't make me happy that she got passed over for Performer of the Quarter again. But by the same token, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm sad about it. I'm bummed about it because she works hard and she really is taking it hard. Like she's really feeling some type of way about it. But, I told her, I said, look, I can pay you in penis. You can come work for me. I can pay you in penis, get you a 401k. See how that goes. But appreciate that. Amar Kirmani. An On Truth with the $2 super chat says, this was my case too at work. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. Gravelite with the $5 super chat says, my friend just got diagnosed and a family friend died due to coronavirus. Wasn't in yesterday, here today. Appreciate that. Sorry to hear that, Gravelite. Okay, so today, guys, I'm going to jump off the beaten path today, and I'm going to talk about preventative measures and contingency in your relationship. Today's show is actually chapter 5 of my 5-part 7-hour audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. So for those of you who have purchased the course, the few of you who have, this will be a much needed review for you guys. But for those of you who haven't purchased the course yet, this is good, guys. This is going to be rock solid information that any man who is in a shitty relationship with a woman who is out of pocket can use to improve his situation and her situation, for that matter, if she so chooses. So let's go ahead and get started here. One of the many consistent staples that we teach you guys, in the manosphere, is that men and women are very different from one another, obviously, right? The world would have us believe that we are the same, men and women, but not even the world really believes that. Everyone knows that men and women are very different from one another, and one of the biggest differences is that men like to solve problems, whereas women like to just talk about problems. This is neither good nor bad. No, neither is better or worse than the other. This is just how men and women are different in this regard. Now, a lot of guys wonder why their wives and girlfriends get upset with them. Pardon me. Trying to prevent the hiccups here. A lot of guys wonder why their wives and girlfriends get upset with them when they offer solutions to a problem that she's talking about. She'll come home and she'll start talking, she'll start bitching and moaning about how she can't stand it that her boss gives her too much work, right? And when you say, well, just ask your boss to give you less work, she gets irritated. She wasn't looking for a solution. All she really needed was to talk about it. And if you let her finish without offering a solution, she feels better even though her problem wasn't solved. If your woman needs a solution, guys, most of the time she will ask you for it. But most men, being the problem solvers we are offered unsolicited we offer unsolicited solutions because it's in our nature. It's who we are. We want to solve problems. This is just kind of how this goes. Something that men should be aware of is that different problems take different amounts of time to solve. For example, if your dog pees on the floor, it takes 15 seconds to clean it up if you have hardwood floors. If your engine happens to be running a little rough, it takes about an hour to change your oil and, maybe install an oil filter. Simple math. But when it comes to major issues, when it comes to big time challenges, when it comes to challenging problems, most men are unaware of the fact that they can't be resolved in one day. If someone is overweight, it takes months and sometimes even years to get back down to that healthy weight. It takes consistency, it takes discipline, it takes a completely different lifestyle change. But people think they can take the same approach as the piss on the floor or changing their oil and buy weight loss pills and expect to drop 30 pounds in 30 days. But wait, there's more. Call today and we'll double the offer. Guys, it never works out. And more often than not, they're worse off than they were before. People think that they can change their finances. Here's another good example. People think that they can change their finances by getting involved with one of these pyramid schemes or starting a YouTube channel. But when the CEO of said pyramid schemes company gets arrested for fraud and their YouTube channel's only got 54 subscribers in 6 months, only then do they realize, oh, well, maybe it does take time and discipline and patience to build wealth and a stable financial future. Both men and women attempt to solve major problems with minimal effort more often than not, guys. They think they can Google how to get rich or how to make money online or how to become an alpha male. Google spits out what they think is the cheat code and voila, problem solved. And it never, ever works out this way, guys. And people end up learning this the hard way. The thing is, despite the fact that they can never resolve these major issues with minimal effort, they continue to look for shortcuts. They continue to look for cheat codes to solve major issues in their lives without challenging themselves or staying disciplined and consistent over an extended period of time. One of the biggest issues, guys, if not the biggest issue in just about every man has in his lifetime is a bad wife or a bad living girlfriend that he happens to have kids with, which are basically the same thing. A woman doesn't need a marriage license to take a man to the cleaners if she has his kids. Anyway, these guys are married to these overweight, bitchy females with bad attitudes who don't fuck them, they don't cook, and they spend more time watching bullshit shows like Love is Blind and The Bachelorette than anything else. Now, at this point, most men would like to just say fuck it and walk away. Now, obviously, Men can't do that without her taking her pound of flesh, what with the bias in the family court systems. I think that's well documented. Not only will he lose custody of his children, guys, his soon-to-be ex-wife, she's going to be entitled to at least half of his present and future earnings because of child support payments and alimony. This is the one reason why most husbands just grin and bear it and they suffer in silence. The other reason a lot of men choose to stay with their wives is because they genuinely do love their wives. She may not be what she used to, but he fell in love with her, right? He fell in love with her for a reason. And every man with a bad wife kind of secretly hopes that she'll all of a sudden just kind of morph into the woman he first met. And unfortunately, this never, ever happens. Now, we could all sit here and say, well, if my wife were bitchy and fat and doesn't give me sex, I'd be fucking gone. But it's easy for someone on the outside to say that about a woman he has no emotional connection with. But when you're actually in a relationship with someone that you've been married to for 7, 8, 10 years, you got 2 or 3 kids together, you got a bunch of happy memories. It's not that simple, guys. It's easy for someone who is emotionally disconnected to give advice, albeit good advice, because the best advice is given by someone who is impartial. But picking up and leaving your wife of 10 plus years and 3 children, that is a lot easier said than done. So now the question becomes, well, what is a man supposed to do if he feels trapped because of the family court systems, or if he actually loves his wife, or both? Well, guys, today, I'm going to offer you guys a little bit of a solution. Now, I want you guys to understand this. This isn't going to be some hocus pocus magic bullet cheat code solution like dress like this and say this and she'll be back on your dick like a stripper on the pole when the rent's due. No, not even close. No. This is going to be a very long and drawn out, carefully planned and executed strategy to get your wife or your girlfriend back in line. Get your marriage back on track. Get your relationship back on track. Now, before we get started, I'm going to give you guys 2 warnings here. I'm going to give you guys 2 warnings. Number 1, give me a second. Number 1, this will not be easy. Guys, this is going to take some time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take balls. If you don't see this through to the end, you are going to end up worse off than you already are, just like the idiots who buy the weight loss pills. Once you start this process, guys, there's no going back. So you've got to decide if it's really worth it to undertake this process, go all in to get your wife or your girlfriend back. Or if it's too difficult and you're just okay being trapped by a woman who only fucks you on your birthday and on Halloween when you have a Shamar Moore mask on. Number 2, here's the second warning, guys. This is not guaranteed to work. The hard truth, guys, is that if this process doesn't work, if this process doesn't light a fire under your wife or girlfriend's ass, she doesn't love you anymore. I would even go as far as to say that if you get more than halfway through the process, your relationship, your marriage is likely over. Now, as shitty as that sounds, there is good news, guys. By seeing this process through to the end, even if you know halfway through that there's no hope for her, I can almost guarantee you that you will have fallen out of love with her at that point anyway, and you guys are going to find out later on. So now you guys are probably thinking, okay, Donovan, what is this process you're talking about? This sounds way too good to be true. You're telling me that if I see this process through till the end, I'll know that I'll know my wife or girlfriend doesn't love me anymore, and I'll no longer be in love with my wife. You're telling me that there is actually a win-win situation for me here? How can this be? Well, what I'm doing, guys, I am loosely basing this process on a Red Pill Reddit post called The 12 Levels of Dread. It was actually published years ago. And guys, it's solid gold. It's one of the last posts on the Reddit thread that was actually worth a damn. The only problem with that Reddit post is that it lacks context and examples. It's an excellent outline. It's a great guide, but I don't know. It's not really much more than a skeleton with no meat on the bones. Well, I'm going to put meat on those bones, and I'm going to give you guys a comprehensive 9-step process to getting your wife or girlfriend back in line. A few of the 12 levels of dread were just fluff, so I cut my own list down to 9 steps. Now, if your marriage or relationship really is over, you'll have to decide whether or not you want to stay with her until the kids are out of the house, or if you just want to cut bait and take your chances in court and hope you don't get bent over by the judge. But not to worry, guys. Episode 440, write this down, episode 440, that discusses in depth what a man can do to mitigate and maybe even eliminate the damage an impending divorce, and maybe, dare I say, even win his divorce. So definitely check that out if you have already decided that you want out. Now, before I get started here, guys, I want you to understand something. You guys really, really need to understand that the first 6 of these 9, they all take about a month each to execute. This isn't a 2-week process, gentlemen. This is going to take you anywhere between 8 months to a full year to fully and correctly execute this process. And the first 6 steps, they definitely take the longest, at least a month apiece. If she isn't in line by the end of 6 months, you're going to have some tough decisions to make. And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You also need to keep in mind that these are in sequential order, gentlemen. You have to execute this process in this specific order. You can't skip any steps. You can't rearrange anything. These are all to be done in a specific order for very specific reasons, and you'll see why when we start going through the steps here. So let's go ahead and get started here. Month number one. Learn to recognize and start passing shit tests, okay? Learn to recognize and start passing shit tests. Shit testing, gentlemen, it's a woman's way of testing your manhood. This is how women filter out the men they want to sleep with from the men that they'll use for all of their non-sexual needs, okay? Women don't shit test men if they're not sexually attracted to you. Okay, if you start talking to a woman and she starts to become sexually attracted to you, she will shit test you to make sure you are the man that you are presenting yourself to be. If you fail that shit test, she loses attraction. If you fail the very first shit test, you're finished and she's already moved on. So for example, let's say you've been talking to a girl for 20, 30 minutes and you hand her your phone. You say, hey, listen, you seem cool. Here, put your number in my phone. We'll hang out. And she says, I have a boyfriend. This, gentleman, is a shit test. Okay? She entertained a half an hour of conversation with you because she's attracted to you. Okay? And because she's attracted to you, she wants to know if you really are the charming, attractive man that you have presented her to be. If you respond with, oh my God, I spent 30 minutes talking to somebody with a boyfriend, what the fuck? You have failed that shit test. But if you respond with, well, he's not invited, right? And keep the phone handed out to her, you have passed the shit test. Whether she has a boyfriend or not doesn't matter, okay? She's more attracted to you because you completely ignored the fact that she told you she had a boyfriend. Well, wives, as it happens, shit test their husbands all the time. And there are too many examples to even name. But I can actually give you one that Devin tried a while back. We'd be sitting on the couch watching TV, and I'd just say, okay, all right, we're going to bed. Then she would say, okay, can you get the light for me? Now, before I go to bed for the night, I always go around the house, make sure all the doors are locked, make sure all the lights are turned off. Devin knows this, okay? But the very first time she asked me this, I told her, you don't have to tell me to do something I'm already going to do. Now, whether Devin knows this or not, she was shit testing me. She was simply trying to get me to perform an inconsequential task as in an ability to possibly control my behavior, maybe even down the line. Now, she would never know that this is what most women are completely oblivious to. They're completely oblivious to the fact that they're shit testing their husbands. But it starts with, well, can you get the light? Then it escalates with, why is the toilet seat up? Why did you leave the toilet seat up? Before you know it, she's giving you lackluster blowjobs, all because I didn't know that her attempt at controlling my behavior, I didn't nip that in the bud when it started. Now, someone might think, okay, Donovan, like she just asked you to turn off the lights. It's really not a big deal. And to that, my response would be, it was more than about the lights. No, this was about controlling my behavior. Devin listen, she already knew. She knows I turn off the lights every night. I've done that since we started living together. But all of a sudden, she wanted to ask me to do something she knew I was already going to do. She actually tried it for the next couple nights and got exactly the same response. So now, she doesn't ask me to get the lights. When I say it's time for bed, she picks her ass up and goes the fuck to bed without another word. Most of the time, guys, anytime someone talks about shit tests, they're almost always referring to pickup game or with their girlfriends. But we rarely talk about the kinds of shit tests that our wives and our long-term girlfriends deploy. Don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the shit tests are the same, but the context is very different, okay? At any rate, guys, learning to recognize and pass shit tests is absolutely paramount when it comes to saving your marriage or your relationship. There's plenty of information out there on how to pass shit tests, including on my own website and Patreon. All right, let's take a look at the super chat here. Demetrius L. Flag says, wow, never thought of it like that, Donovan. That boy good. I've been in the game for a while. That's how this works. Been in the game for a while. All right, let's continue. Month number 2. Month number 2. This, and guys, month number 2, this is Red Pill 101. Self-improvement. And again, take these one step at a time. You can't do them all at once. You got to take it one step at a time. Self-improvement is simply another way of saying increase your value, okay? This means getting yourself into shape, becoming more financially responsible, developing new skills, or taking up new hobbies that improve yourself as a man. So, for example, take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or take a boxing class or some form of martial art. Now, obviously, you can't do that now. You're going to have to plan this out later on when this whole coronavirus thing is gone, but you guys get the picture. This will not only get you into better shape, you'll have more confidence around men, which, incidentally enough, is highly attractive to women, including, as it happens, your wife or your girlfriend. Plus, when your wife learns that you're taking a martial art, she'll be naturally more attracted to you anyway, simply because she'll feel more protected and safe when she's around you. Thank you, Dev. Start riding your bike, guys. Start riding your bike or join a cycling club. Buy a gun and learn to be a sharpshooter. Go hiking, take up archery, woodworking, join a bowling league. Buy a motorcycle and join a motorcycle club. Any kind of hobby that requires both your body and your brain will not only improve your value to yourself, it will improve your value to your wife or girlfriend, and she will notice. Plus, guys, she'll see that you are taking initiative. And as we all know, women are highly attracted to ambitious, masculine men who are always on the go. Guys, never stop increasing yourself as a man, okay? When you join a club, when you take up a discipline, you start involving yourself in hobbies, you'll be much less available to your wife. This means that she will value the time she does have with you a little bit more as a natural byproduct of the simple economic principle of supply and demand. The less you are around, the more she should appreciate the time she has with you. A lot of wives are just sick of their fucking husbands being around because their husbands don't do anything outside of work. All they do is get up, go to work, come home, sit around, watch TV, rinse and repeat. They don't show any initiative. They don't show any ambition. They're not trying to improve themselves, and then these guys wonder why they don't want to suck their dicks anymore. When you build, and this is important, guys, when you build a life outside of your wife, she will value the time that she has with you a lot more. I'm not saying abandon your kids to go take up a boxing class, okay? You'll have to make sure you're being a good dad. That's first and foremost. But there are plenty of dads out there who are good dads who also have a life outside of their families. And guess what? They have the respect and adoration of their wives and children, so you do not have to worry about that. Pour some water here. Pardon me. Month number 3. Month number 3. Now we're starting to get into a little bit of the heavier stuff. Month number 3. Start conditioning your availability to your wife with her treatment of you. Let me repeat that. Start conditioning your availability to your wife with her treatment of you. In other words, if she doesn't want to satisfy your sexual needs, then find something else to do. Remember, guys, you're busier now, right? You're a busy man now. And you don't have time for a sexually disinterested, annoyed, or angry wife. Take up another 2 or 3 hobbies if you have to. But if your wife doesn't start fucking you, then you make yourself less available. If she starts to come around and gives you more pussy, then you make yourself a little more available. Again, this is simple math, basic red pill game. As simple as this step is, guys, it is very important to follow through. If your wife is not having sex with you, but you are still making yourself available to her, she will continue to keep her legs snapped shut. But like I said, pardon me, right when I first started talking about this list, the less available you are, the more she should appreciate your time. So if you walk up behind her and bite her neck and grab your tits, and she tells you she has a headache, simply back off, Shrug your shoulders and tell her that you're going to the gym to work out. Or if you can't go to the gym, go for a run. Go for a jog. Okay, you try to fuck her, you're under quarantine? All right, where are you going? I'm just going for a jog. Dude, go for a jog, go for a walk, take your bike, take your bike, go for a 1 hour bike ride. Grab your gym bag, leave without another word, guys. That's what you have to do. That is month number 3. You guys can tell that this is starting to get heavier. Thank you very much, New York's Ninth Wonder, listing everything for you. Month 4. I said month 4. Month number 4. Start dressing better. So you've been working out for the last 3 months, and your physique is definitely going to change for the better, provided you're also eating clean, watching your diet, etc. Okay? In month 4, upgrade your wardrobe, guys. Start dressing better. Start dressing up for. Not only does this increase your value as a man, it increases your value to your wife. It increases your value to your girlfriend. Trust me when I tell you that your wife or girlfriend will most definitely notice that you're dressing better. Most women respond positively when their men start to dress better. Okay? I would also not only does this increase your value as a man, it increases your value to your wife, guys. And I'm not just talking about buying a couple of pairs of pants and a few shirts. No. You need to completely overhaul your entire wardrobe. Dude, go to YouTube and watch videos on style, okay? Watch the videos I've done with Kevin Samuels. Or, hell, those are not on YouTube anymore, after they banned my channel for the second or third time. If you become a $5 patron, you'll have access to all that stuff. There's all kinds of information out there, that free information out there, that can have you well informed on what it takes to dress to the nines. No, I'm not saying they have to go out and buy a bunch of $3,000 Italian suits, right? You don't have to buy an expensive tuxedo, look like you're up to a fucking black tie event every week. But men who dress well separate themselves from just about every man out there, because most men really don't pay attention that much to their clothes. And if you have a little extra coin to spend, you should maybe even hire a fashion consultant, right? Hire somebody who will guide you every step of the way and have you looking your best. Look, again, they're certainly not cheap, but the right one will have you looking better, guys. You also need to invest in colognes, invest in fragrances. A couple of bottles of $80 or $90 cologne, that'll top off the good look. When you undergo this image makeover, your wife, your girlfriend will definitely notice. If she loves you, she'll start to respond positively, as all women do when their significant others dress better, guys. So at this point, let's just go ahead and rewind here. So at this point, you become more proficient at recognizing and passing shit tests. You're getting into much better shape. You're taking up productive masculine hobbies that add value and agency. Maybe you're in a boxing class. Maybe you're taking Krav Maga while maybe you're at the shooting range 2 nights a week, trying to decide whether or not to get the silver top Glock or the Desert Eagle. I'm going to be getting both here pretty soon. You've started to withdraw your behavior when your wife doesn't want to give you sex, right? You started to withdraw that attention. And now you're looking and smelling better than you probably have in years. Now, let's take stock. At this point, your wife or girlfriend will respond in one of 2 ways. Number 1, she will realize that you have drastically increased your value. You don't have to put up with her shenanigans or fail shit tests. You're much more physically attractive. You look better. You smell better. You're a better fighter, etc. Basically, you're a hell of a lot more attractive than you were 4 months ago. If your wife really loves you and has completely checked out, or hasn't completely checked out or started fucking somebody else, she should start to turn the corner and become a better wife or become a better girlfriend. Okay? She should start fucking you more. She will have started cooking your meals. She will have started doing all the things she did to earn your commitment in the first place, because you guys didn't give it away for free, right? Most wives and girlfriends, at this point, at the end of month 4, most times they get the message, okay? They think to themselves subconsciously, Donovan doesn't put up with my nonsense anymore. He's going to the gym all the time. He's looking good physically. He's riding motorcycles with his buddies on the weekend. He's taking up boxing class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now that I'm thinking of it, he looks great since he started dressing better, and he seems a lot more confident. And if your wife still loves you and she hasn't started fucking somebody else or hasn't already decided to check out, she'll fall right back in line because you've increased your value and reminded her of why she fell in love with you in the first place. Again, so long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay disciplined and keep your new habits and hobbies, this will reboot your marriage. This will reboot your relationship and hopefully get things back on track. The second way your wife could respond to these newfound changes, if she doesn't love you and she's checked out, or she's still on the fence, or she's just a fucking hard-headed bitch who needs a little more motivation to get her shit together, move on to step number 5, month number 5. Start to learn pickup game. Now, when I say pickup game, I'm not talking about, hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. I'm not talking about cheesy pickup lines, guys. I'm not talking about canned openers. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about learning how to strike up conversation with pretty girls and escalating to the point of generating sexual interest on purpose. No, you're not going to go out and get phone numbers and start setting up dates. At least not yet. But you do need to take a good solid month to read up on how to approach beautiful women, how to carry on short but effective conversations that indirectly tell women that you're sexually interested in them. Read up on how to number close women. Read up on how to set up dates. Again, you're not going to take action just yet, so there's no pressure. You're just reading up on this stuff. You're practicing, you're drilling, you're rehearsing. That's what my sales trainer Damon Lindley used to say. Hey, if you're having trouble, closing that roof job, closing that sun patio room, get in front of the mirror, practice, drill, and rehearse. That's exactly what he used to say. Do the same thing, guys. You're studying body language. You're buying MLD's body language course. You're watching all my episodes of my breakdown. You're going to get Womanese 101 when that drops on May the 1st, right? You're brushing up on your shit test game. You're learning how to spot indicators of interest, or IOIs, or as Alpha Male Strategies calls them, choosing signals. You're learning what to look for. You're learning what not to look for, when to approach, when not to waste your time, when to cut the conversation and go for the kill. You're going to spend an entire month doing this. All right, plenty of super chats coming in here. Let me take some time to read these. Chief Rocca, $5, says, peace, Donovan, supporting your platform. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Chief. Thank you very much. Amar Kermani says, each and every point is worth episodes. Well, maybe. I appreciate it, though. Francis M says, women love a dude who smells good. Listen, I gotta admit, my gym game has been spot on. Listen, no question about it. Dude, I think I've worked out for like 8-9 days in a row. My smell game, not really been on point. And listen, I'm human. Every once in a while I slack off. If you smell good, your woman will notice. Believe me. Good super chat there, Francis M. Timagala1 with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. JB84 says, this advice is gold. Appreciate that. Timagala says, that's right. I am wondering how to get the book. What book? I wish I knew which one he was talking about. Okay. All right. Okay. King Life says, I have so many colognes I could put you all up on something. Just ask. Okay. If you guys have any cologne questions for King Life, ask him in the chat. Kevin Samuels Kevin is a fucking wizard when that's why I'm having him at my event, because that dude knows everything. Aqua de Gio Pro, I can't even pronounce it, but I've heard that before. What AJ Blaylock put in the chat. Yeah, I can't pronounce it because I'm not a Svengali like that. Very, very good. Excellent. See, we got guys in here that can put you up on game. Wow. Are you serious, Nate Dogg? Nate Dogg just says INC stocks just went up 500 points. JB84 says, I used to wear Burberry back in the day. Dude, I had a homeboy. His name was Andre. I used to wear Burberry. Good smelling cologne. Technomage B5, $10, says, key point, if your woman has already betrayed you, this won't turn her around, but it benefits you and sets you up later. If her ethics are still clean, she'll likely come around. Comment of the day. And this is why I point out, if your woman hasn't already, very good point by Technomage B5, as the feels like the clenbuterol is finally kicking in. Like, dude, I had absolutely no energy at the start of this episode. Took 40 micrograms of clenbuterol, and now I'm starting to wake up a little bit. Excellent point there by Technomage B5. If your woman has already fucked around, this isn't going to bring her back around. It's just not. But if she hasn't fucked around on you and she's still thinking of checking out, she'll notice. She will notice. Timagala with the $4.99 super chat says 5.0. Brandon Charles says, and they all seem to like blue the cologne. Are you talking about the Blue de Chanel, Brandon? Oh, come on, Nate. Nate Dogg is fucking with me. I don't know anything about the stock market. I do need some investment advice. Devin's mother works for Edward Jones, and my financial situation is it has improved, and it's time to start making my money work for me. Okay, let us move on to month number 6. Month number 6. Here's what you do in month number 6. You are now going to start using your newfound skills, your new pickup skills, shit test efficiency, conversational skills on your wife, not other women. At least not yet. Let me repeat that. You're going to use your newfound skills that you read up in month 5 on your wife, not other women, not yet. Okay? Strike up conversation with her, guys. Flirt with your girlfriend. Pass her shit test. Smack her ass. Be playful with her. Be charming with her. Now, this will accomplish 2 things. The first thing it'll accomplish is it'll make your wife or girlfriend feel young and attractive again. And should it lead to sex, number 2, it will sharpen your newfound skill. If she isn't receptive to your new seduction techniques, believe it or not, guys, this is actually a good thing. Because you are getting numb to failure in the comfort of your own home. Check this out, guys. If your wife rejects you, if your wife or girlfriend rejects you, try again. If she rejects you again, you try again. You keep trying, you keep practicing, keep at it. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it, and the more she rejects you, the more impervious you become to rejection. Trust me when I tell you guys that being unfazed by the prospect of being rejected by girls is a feeling of invincibility. I'm not exaggerating, guys. I'm not exaggerating. It is truly a beautiful thing when you see a hot brunette with huge tits and you walk up behind her without even thinking about it because you don't give a shit if she rejects you. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is. So, now we've reached the end of month 6, okay? You're in the best shape of your life, or you're close to it. You're getting close to getting probably your yellow belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You started bringing your son to class, to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're going to sign him up. You're going to the shooting range regularly. You've gotten your concealed carry permit for your silver top Glock. Your wife knows that if she wants you around, she's got to feed you, fuck you, and be a better wife. You're constantly updating your look because you've subscribed to several YouTube channels on men's fashion, so your threads are still top notch and you're looking good every time you leave the house. You're flirting with your wife more. You're practicing seduction techniques. You're making her feel young again, and she also knows that she can't just order you around anymore. Let's go back. If your wife or girlfriend still loves you, if she still cares about you, chances are she'll come around. You've completely transformed yourself in 6 months and made yourself into the kind of man that all women would love to be with. A confident, disciplined, physically fit man who doesn't let his woman run all over him while also making her feel loved, desired, and protected, who isn't afraid to smack her ass when he feels like it. If she still loves you, then she will definitely do what it takes to keep you around, guys. She will follow your lead. She'll get herself back into shape. She'll act and dress more feminine because you're acting and dressing more masculine. She wears lingerie for you. She transforms because you transformed. All your wife or girlfriend needed was a reason to care, and in 6 months you gave it to her. You can't expect your wife to change if you don't. We can all sit here and talk about, well, my wife doesn't fuck me anymore and this and that. Yeah, that's because you're a fat ass and you stink. You don't know how to fight, right? You can't expect your wife to change if you don't. You have to take the lead, guys. You have to take the initiative because you are the leader. And if you go all in during the 6-month transformation and your wife or your live-in girlfriend still loves you, I can almost guarantee that she'll make a concerted effort to reciprocate your value. Even if she thought she didn't love you before, even if she was thinking about divorce, this 6-month process will go a long way in changing her mind. Maybe she was even thinking about having an affair, guys. Making these changes have a way of changing a woman's behavior for the better. Now, if your wife or girlfriend doesn't respond by being a better wife or girlfriend, your marriage isn't dead, but trust me when I tell you, it is most certainly on life support. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to break out the defibrillator. We're going to rub those paddles together. And we're going to send shockwaves through her chest that will force her to either wake up or die on the table, at which point you can make a decision on whether or not you want to stay in a loveless marriage under the same roof and sleep in different bedrooms until the kids leave the house, or get the fuck out of there and take your chances in the court system. And again, I covered that in episode 440, so definitely check that out. Had a couple more super chats. Pimped Out Geese, $5. Says, showing some love, good sir. Appreciate that. Spartacus Jackson says, your content has been fired during this pandemic. It's like concentrated focus that you have. I'm a big fan, and your content has helped me tremendously. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. You guys probably don't see it, but I am hyper. How can I put this? I am hyper ambitious. I'm telling you right now, man. I've got big plans for this thing. And I almost have to stop myself from working so I don't drive myself crazy. Devin will come in here banging on my 9:30. Get your ass down here. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. Just got to do one more thing. So it's good that you do see my. It's good that you're getting something out of my content, man. I appreciate that. My City with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Tim Agala with a $4 super chat says, how to build a quality woman from the ground up. You know, Tim, you have super chatted so much, you've damn near paid for the course. So I'll tell you what, shoot me an email, Tim, tsr@donovansharpe.com, tsr@donovansharpe.com, and I will send you the course for free. The dude super chatted like $20. I gotta give it to him. $54 value. I'm gonna give it to you absolutely free. Some guy says, yes, who wants a feminist? They are terrible in bed. Not necessarily. Listen, man, feminists, listen, say what you want about feminists, those bitches can fuck. Dude, those bitches suck and fuck, dude. They'll take it in every hole 3-4 times. They'll give you every hole. It doesn't matter what order you put the holes in. Fuck it. For me, the asshole is the last hole. Not for feminists. Oh, no. Shoot it in my mouth, you nasty fucker! VV with the €2 super chat says this works to get a first girlfriend, not just recover a wife. I agree. Medinaha, €5 says it may be too late if your wife has been watching Donovan Sharpe for 1 month, like the Christian hot wife yesterday. You think she might call? If Cassie West calls me, I will absolutely, dude. I will slice and dice her. I'm actually going to send her. I'm gonna post it on her Facebook page because she allows you to put links on her Facebook page. I'm gonna post the link. I'm gonna post the link. I'm gonna edit the phone call that her husband, he called me yesterday, and I was ready for battle. Like, he called in and I was like, okay, this guy's gonna defend his position. We're gonna have a good, contentious, hot debate. Like, dude, the guy wilted like a flower in the heat. He gave me no pushback. He didn't disagree with anything I said. Like, he was all big and bad on the screen, but then when he actually called the big bad wolf, he turned into Little Red Riding Hood. So I'm gonna send that over to Cassie, and she will see that her husband is not the big badass that she thinks he is. She loves him, but he really needs to grow a backbone because, dude, like, it was a good conversation, but there was no pushback. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? So you hope she calls? After she hears the conversation I had with her husband, she won't pick up that phone. That I can guarantee. I can guarantee that. Amar Kermani says, what if your girlfriend hates your activities and friends? Then to hell with her. To hell with her. If your girlfriend voices, this is a very good question, Amar. If your girlfriend says, I don't like your friends. I don't like you go to the shooting range all the time. This is a shit test, right? So if she says, I don't like your friends. Okay, well, you don't have to. Well, I don't want you going to the shooting range anymore. Well, that's not going to happen. And then you just stay silent. At that point, your girlfriend has a choice. She can either stick around and understand that you are not going to change your activities, you're not changing your friends, or she can get the fuck out. That's how it goes, right? You don't have to tell her that, but when you tell her, listen, I'm not listen, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to hang out with who I hang out with. And at that point, you tell her, listen, if you don't like it, I'm not holding a gun to your head. If you don't like my friends, if you don't like the activities I'm doing, listen, we can dap it up, hugs and hand pounds, and go our separate ways. It's up to you, but you got to hurry because I'm supposed to be at the shooting range in about a half an hour. So what's it going to be? Good question. Wolfney 101 says, you work hard for us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Red Beast 20997 is back in the building. Appreciate that. Red Beast says, feminists love some feminists be some repressed dude, hell yes. Dude, say what you want about feminists, dude. They got the best pussy out there. They got the best pussy out there, straight up. JB84 says, feminists will put that ass on you hard. Real talk. Yo, I'm telling you, man, the best blowjob you will ever get in your life will be from a feminist, I guarantee. JB84 says it was pretty much checkmate when he called. I was ready. And I knew, I thought David was smart. I thought he was going to present me with information that I didn't have before, so I was ready for that. No pushback. Dude, I called him out on, I think it was 3 or 4 different points. Hey, you said this. I called him a male feminist. I said, I think you're a male feminist, and here's why. No pushback. He agreed with everything I said. Then I said, your wife said that that these girls who sleep around on the cock carousel, your wife said that she was, that's the outlier. I said, David, this is incorrect. Your wife is misinformed. Well, what she was trying to say, David, that's what she said. I saw it right there on the video. No pushback. No nothing. No nothing. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So now we are going to go over the last 3 months. We're going to go over months 7, 8, and 9. We're going to go over months 7, 8, and 9. Month number 7. Month number 7. Show your wife that you are capable of talking to pretty girls in public. Let me say that again. Show your wife that you are capable of striking up conversation with pretty girls in public. This is where you have to have balls, gentlemen. Your wife, your girlfriend is still the bitchy, neurotic woman draining your soul and hasn't responded to the last 6 months of your metamorphosis. So now it's time to light a fire under her fat ass. Now keep in mind, I said talking to pretty girls in public, not flirting. Guys, don't be a fucking idiot and try to get a girl's number in front of your wife. Dude, because number 1, you're not going to get the number, right? And number 2, the girl is going to think that you'll do the same to her. As obvious as this sounds, believe it or not, there are actually some dudes out here who misconstrue what this means and end up doing dumb shit and they blow everything up. Just relax. All you need to do is strike up conversation with pretty girls, waitresses, cashiers, flight attendants. Anywhere you and your wife are together, just strike up conversation with her and be charming. Now, if your wife hasn't fucked you in a while and you start a conversation with a pretty little young thing in front of her, one of 2 things is going to happen, and probably both. Number 1, she'll lose her shit. She'll accuse you of cheating. She'll call you an asshole. She'll break out the heavy artillery now. It is very important not to lose frame and argue back. I know this was hard to do. When she accuses you of cheating, you want to defend yourself. I'm not cheating. No. Maintain frame, guys. Don't argue back. Just let her empty her clip and maintain frame. Or you could use amused mastery and chuckle and say something like, calm down. It's not like I'm fucking her or anything. And then say, yet. Right? Now, before I get on to number 2, the second thing that she'll likely do, it's important to note that your wife losing her shit isn't a bad thing, right? At this point, if you're striking up a conversation with a pretty girl and she loses her shit, she's responding. That is a good thing. It shows that she might actually give a shit, which means there could be hope. Again, your marriage is still on life support, but it's not time to pull the plug just yet. So just keep in mind that if your wife gets angry about you conversing with a younger, hotter female, you might have a chance to save your relationship. You might have a chance to save your marriage. Okay? Number 2, here is what happens. The second thing she'll do, as soon as you get home, she'll lose her shit, but as soon as you get home, she will fuck you like you've never been fucked before. Guys, she will suck your soul out through your cock. She'll beg you to blast her load all over her face. She'll beg you to pound her asshole like a porn star. Guys, she will do every vile, debaucherous thing your nasty ass can dream of. She'll fuck you with more passion than on your honeymoon. I'll give you a quick example. I actually talked about this way back in episode 37. To make a very, very long story very, very short, dated this hot Mexican girl. Her name was Chrissy. She was 19 when I met her. When we were dating, she was 20. Dude, she was hot, fucking 38 double D, fake tits, never wore a bra. Dude, perfect body. Dude, hard 10. So this is right around the Thanksgiving holiday, and we're in a shopping plaza, I think in North Las Vegas. And we're just, we're walking, in the shopping plaza, and this girl walks by. She had on white leggings. She had a nice ass, and I turned around and looked at her ass. And she says, "Did you just look at her ass with me standing right here?" I said, "Well, yeah." I just kind of shrugged my shoulders like it was no big deal. She's like, "You disrespectful asshole. You expect me to put up with this bullshit? You're fucking looking at other girls in front of me and this, that, and the other." She was loud. I said, "Get your shit. I'm taking you home." I said, "And you're cooking for me tonight." I knew what she was going to say. She's like, and so when we get in the car, I said, "Yeah, you're cooking for me." She's like, "No, I'm not cooking shit for you." She's like laughing. "I'm not cooking shit for you." The whole way home, guess what she did? Just like I told you guys, she lost her shit. She's calling me names. She's telling me I'm not shit. "I can't do this anymore. You fucking cheated on me. You're a player. I'm done messing with stupid motherfuckers like you, blah, 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 blah." I dropped her off at her house, and I went home. That was it. Maybe 45 minutes later, Chrissy calls me up, begging for my forgiveness. Now, let's say that when she lost her shit, I was like, no, baby, it's okay. I wasn't looking. I'm sorry. I just really like white pants. Guess what? I would have lost her respect, guys. I would have lost her respect. Now, don't get me wrong. If Chrissy had stayed gone, like if she really did hold steadfast to her just being home and staying home, listen, that could have been the end of us. That could have been the end of us. Because this wasn't an isolated event. Like, this wasn't the first time I ever did this. But I had to hold steadfast. Because if I apologized, I would have lost her eventually anyway, because I will have lost her respect. When a woman really loves you, or if she really likes you, she'll forgive any minor transgressions, like looking at the ass of another woman, striking up conversation with another woman, or sometimes even flirting. Now, again, this is your wife. So you don't want to disrespect her, but you do want to send a clear message that says, "Look, I'm close to replacing your ass, and the woman I'm going to replace you with looks a lot like her, and as you can see, probably not going to be difficult." Trust me when I tell you, gentlemen, she will get the message. She'll lose her shit, just like Chrissy did, and like most wives will, but at the end of the night, she'll practically rape you. So Chrissy called me, she apologized. I said, "All right, well, make it up to me." She said, "What can I do to make it up to you?" I said, "Come on over tonight." Dude, I fucked her 6 ways from fucking Sunday. So now we have reached the end of month 7. You're a high-value male who is now talking to women in front of her. If your wife or girlfriend still isn't responding, if she acts like she doesn't give a shit, guys, it's time to start to wrap your mind around the fact that your relationship is probably over, okay? You're going to have to start making some extremely difficult decisions sooner or later. It's not time to hit the panic button quite yet. But at this point, it's probably fair to say that it's far more likely than not that your marriage is over. So let us move to not month number 8, but let's go to step number 8, because step 8 only lasts for maybe a week, week and a half, 2 weeks tops. This is the linchpin, guys. Okay? This is the turning point. This is the turning point. It is time to speak plainly to your wife, but don't start giving her ultimatums. No. What you are going to do is you are going to execute implied and credible passive dread. Step number 8. Step number 8. You're going to execute implied and credible passive dread game. Okay? Even though you're not telling her explicitly do this or else, make no mistake about the fact that you are about to issue some unspoken threats. So let's say you're horny and you want to fuck your wife. You walk up behind her, you kiss her neck, you grab her tits. Let's say she rejects you again. At this point, month number 8, you look her dead in the eye and you say something like this. Listen, you do understand that I need to have sex with you to have a relationship with you, right? You do know that this is a biological need for men. And you leave it at that. Don't argue with her. Don't get into a shouting match. Just look her in the eye. You speak your piece. Leave the room immediately and don't respond or allow her to drag you into an argument. You grab your gym bag or your silver top Glock or your sparring gear and you hit the gym, hit the shooting range or jiu-jitsu gym. Anything you need to be doing where you're going to be gone for several hours. Okay? Your goal here is to let her know in no uncertain terms that her sexual denials will no longer be tolerated. That's it. Voice your expectations and then bounce. Do this without getting into an argument. Do this without getting swept up in some sort of dramatic knockdown, drag-out shouting match. Not doing that will make her think long and hard about what's really going on. At that point, she'll start to give serious thought as to whether or not she wants to be married to you anymore, which is exactly what you want. You won't, guys, you will only have to do this once, maybe twice, before things start to come to a head, and one of two things, once again, is going to happen. Number 1, your wife will finally start to respond. She'll air out her grievances with you. She'll talk about her concerns, her issues, etc. And guys, you got to be patient. You got to be patient here, and you have to eat a little bit of crow here, okay? Yes, she's been a bad wife, but let's not pretend that you've been the perfect husband even during your 7.5-month transformation. Guys, she's your wife. She's your girlfriend. You guys love each other. Listen to her concerns and work through them together from a red pill perspective. Do not pander to her. This is why I added that caveat with a red pill perspective. Do not pander to her. Don't apologize for shit, okay? Instead, use language like, listen, I understand why that would get you upset. Or, yeah, that's my fault. I never really thought of it that way. Or, okay, I think we can come up with a workable solution for that. Or, mistakes were made. Or, my bad. Never, ever say, I'm sorry. If you start sobbing and apologizing because your wife is finally reacting, guys, you're going to end up right back at square one. Your insides need to match your outsides, guys. You look like a fucking man. You dress like a fucking man. So now it's time to act like one. Give her an audience, guys. And guys, give credence to her concerns. Remember, she is still your wife. She is still your girlfriend. But by the same token, there needs to be a paradigm shift in your relationship. And the fact that she's actually sitting down and talking to you at this point means that she's open and possibly ready and willing to follow your lead, which was exactly what you both wanted and needed in the first place. Now there's an open dialogue between the two of you. Then you guys are on your way to saving your marriage or relationship, and it only took 8.5 months or 7.5 months to do it, guys. Here's a second thing that could happen. She does not respond. In other words, it's clear that after 7+ months of improving yourself in every way imaginable, she still doesn't see the writing on the wall. If that's the case, it's time to move to the last and final step, which is step 9. Now, before I get to step 9, okay, it's worth noting that step 9 is actually, I think, step 10 in the 12. It's step 10 in the 12 levels of dread. Suggests that you give her a verbal ultimatum. Basically tell her, fuck me or fuck you. You're supposed to tell your wife, and this is what was in the article, you're supposed to tell your wife, you need to start having sex with me or I'm gone. There's a few problems with this. This is why I skipped a step. Number 1, very few women respond well to ultimatums. Now, you guys are probably thinking, well, Donovan, you tell girls all the time that if they don't get off social media, they can't be your main chick. And you would be dead wrong. Okay? I don't say do this or do that or else. I said if you want to be with me, then social media has to go. That's not an ultimatum, gentlemen. That's a choice. My reaction depends upon her action, and it's as simple as that. When girls say, well, I don't like ultimatums, all they're saying is that they don't like their choices. They want to be on social media, but they want to be my girl too. And when they realize they can't have it both ways, they attempt to sort of shame me by telling me that I'm issuing an ultimatum, which I reply, this isn't an ultimatum. This is a choice. Now, make a decision because I don't have all day. Be that as it may. We're not talking about chicks we're banging, guys. We're not talking about rando hoes. We're talking about wives. We're talking about long-term girlfriends. There is far more at stake when you're dealing with a woman that you are, in some cases, contractually obligated to wake up with every morning, especially if you have kids. The best sales trainer I ever had, and I mentioned him before, goes by the name of Damon Lindley. Dude could sell condoms to incels. The guy was a fucking wizard. Him and another guy named Joe Trainham, those guys taught me everything I know about the sales game. One thing he used to say all the time, and I've actually mentioned this before, one thing he used to say all the time is that everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. In other words, people want to make buying decisions based on what they think is their idea or their decision. They don't want the feeling of having a decision made for them by some pushy, over-the-top sales guy. This is why customers who know they want to buy leave for a few hours, then come back and buy, because they want guys like me to know that they made the decision based on what they talked about and not what I told them in the store or the car lot or over the phone or anything else. Well, it's the same with difficult choices that you give your wife, guys. It's the same as the choices you give your wife or girlfriend that she likes to characterize as ultimatums. If your wife really loved you and wanted a reason to fall back in line and save your marriage, she'd have done the math after the 3rd month. Maybe she would have waited till the 5th month to make sure it was real. 7th at the very latest. But if she's still not acting right, guys, telling her fuck me or fuck you, that's not going to all of a sudden make her realize that she loves you and suddenly wants to be a better wife for you. If anything, it'll piss her off more because now she'll accuse you of blackmailing her for sex. So step number 9, and this is thermo-fucking-nuclear. Pay attention, guys. Get a girlfriend. Get a girlfriend, get a side chick, and start fucking other girls. It's time to take your ring off and hit the market. And at this point, it shouldn't take you very long to start fucking multiple girls. Remember, you're in fantastic shape. You look good. You smell good. You're a better fighter. You've got masculine hobbies. Your pickup game is rock solid. You know how to talk to pretty girls. You know how to number close, and you know how to sexually escalate. You're going to have to do little to zero fear about getting back out on the dating market because you've spent the better part of the last 8 to 9 months improving yourself in every way imaginable. You guys see how that works? Your wife didn't come around, so now it's time to start satisfying your needs. Now, you don't want to get caught, guys. You do not want to get caught. Step 12 in the original article is to tell her that you have a girlfriend and that you won't be bothering her for sex anymore. But the problem with that is that not only will your wife immediately file for divorce, she'll tell the judge that you're having an affair and caused her and her children emotional pain and stress, and the judge will award her a more than generous child support and alimony. Listen, the court's already going to punish you for being a man in a divorce, right, with a woman. But if your wife actually catches you in an affair, guys, you are asking for a world of trouble. Ain't no pussy worth that. So I would refer you to the first segment in episode 443 when I cover the 10 side chick commandments. It covers all the ins and outs, all the do's and don'ts of having a side chick. And the number 1 rule, don't get caught. So be sure to check that out. Now, during your time out on the dating market, you're spending the night away from home. Guys, you're disappearing for hours at a time. You're not wearing your wedding ring, etc. Now, your wife can accuse you of whatever she wants. But like Alonzo Harris famously said in Training Day, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Anyone can say whatever, but anyone can say whatever they want. But if she doesn't have proof, it's not going to have any impact. Okay? You're going to be guilty till proven innocent, but there's no need to put the nail in the coffin by getting caught or telling your wife, hey, I'm fucking somebody else. If she accuses you of cheating, deny it. If she asks you where you were last night, tell her you stayed at a friend's house or that you went out of town. She won't believe you, but that doesn't matter. As long as you don't admit that you were fucking around. Now, after 2, maybe 3 months of fucking other women, it's probably safe to say that you're probably pretty close to being over your wife completely if you haven't completely fallen out of love with her together. Remember what I told you at the top of this episode? If you do this right, if you do this chronologically, by the time you reach the end and your wife still doesn't want to be with you, if she's still not acting right, you're going to fall out of love with her. That's what happens, guys. And if you got a steady girlfriend or even a fuck buddy, you're not even thinking about your wife anymore, at least not sexually. And that's what really hurts us as men when we think about getting over a woman. If you are regularly spending time with a woman who's beautiful, feminine, gives you the pussy, treats you well, guys, it's not going to be long before you've moved on and you simply do not love your wife in that way anymore. Like I told you guys, man, by the end of this process, you'll be over your wife if you followed the process, and now you can see why. So now, it's decision time. It's decision time. You're either going to file for divorce without your wife's knowledge, at which point you need to be prepared for what's to come and what you need to do before, during, and after the divorce process to keep from getting bent over by the court. And again, I refer you to episode 440, How Men Can Win in a Divorce. Here's a second option. Or you can sit down with your wife and give her 2 options. You tell her that if she doesn't file for divorce, that you will, which is a courtesy because you're not blindsiding her. You're giving her a heads up to get her affairs in order, which at this point you absolutely do not owe her. Or you guys can agree to remain married and live in the same home and divorce after the kids are gone. You guys can have separate rooms. You guys can remain civil with one another. You guys can raise your children together in a traditional 2-parent home, which gives them better chance not to be fuck-ups in life. You can, and again, you can get creative with it. You can establish ground rules like, listen, don't bring anybody home. You guys can take turns going out or spending the night somewhere. You guys can take turns babysitting while the other one blows off steam with their friends. You really can make this work. Now, she might agree to it and then file for divorce anyway, but that doesn't matter, guys. That doesn't matter. You have already rid yourself of a soul-sucking, vapid, useless woman who let herself go and proved to you that she never really gave a fuck about you in the first place. So if blindsiding you with divorce papers is her victory, then tip your cap, give her the win, fortify your defenses accordingly for your impending divorce, and go back over to get your belly filled and your balls drained by the 24-year-old aerobics instructor you made your girlfriend. And then drop the mic. And that is how it is done. That is how this is done. Excellent. Let us hit the super chat. See what's going on here. Merciless 6 says self-improvement is a beast, beginning with quitting porn. In your opinion, were we addicted to the dopamine rush or just addicted to the sexual appeal of femininity of the women in the films? You know what? It's interesting because I used to have a porn addiction. And I mean, listen, obviously you get addicted to the way these women look. Dude, porn stars they're fucking smoke shows. They got perfect, I mean, it's great. They do everything and this and that and the other. But I agree with you. I think there is something to that. I think that when you get addicted to porn, you get addicted to the ultra femininity, the ultra submissiveness. There is porn where the woman is the dominatrix, but if you get off to that, that's fine. But 95% of porn is a woman looking, acting, being feminine, French manicure, high heels, getting pounded out, and she's moaning and groaning like she likes it. Like she's not trying to dominate a man. Most porn is a man dominating a woman. So I agree with you. I think that's a very good, I think that's a good observation. I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. Fizafur says, Donovan, you are an essential and a RN. I don't mean a registered nurse. What Glock model are you getting? Hang on a second. I'm going to look it up. Give me a second. There's actually a couple, and I don't want to make this a gun discussion, but there's a couple I was actually looking at. There's the 43X. I don't even know if that's a brand or not. There's the Gadsden. Yeah, dude, the silver top Glock. It is a beautiful fucking gun. Beautiful gun. I don't want to get, I'll look at Glocks for an hour. The other one I want to get is a 45 caliber Desert Eagle. Let me look that up quickly. Woo! Zombie stopper. God damn. Hold up real quick. Hold on. See, I don't want to get sidetracked. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Ah! God, dude. In order to shoot it, listen, anybody who's ever shot a desert, I've shot a Desert Eagle before. Anybody who's ever shot a Desert Eagle, man, like you'll fucking dislocate your shoulder behind that shit. And I'm a lefty. Dude, I could look at guns all fucking day long, man. Oh, Devin actually applied to get her license, to get her gun license. No, there's no way I'm going to get a gun license here in the state of New Jersey. I'm a multiple time convicted felon. But should we move back to the wild, wild west, as in Nevada? Absolutely. Dude, don't get me started on... Oh, man. All right. Good question. Good question. Amar Kermani says, I told my spouse I am going away. My spouse says she doesn't love me, but is more and more colorful in the bedroom and makes me good food. Oh, let me see. What is this? Is this the 9mm? Are we going to get the Ruger?
Yeah.
So Devin is looking at a, what's this a 9mm? Yeah.
It's a 17-mile clip.
Damn, trying to kill somebody. Damn. All right. Well, listen, Dev is printing out guns and shit. I told Devin, I said, look, dude, I said, when you apply for your gun license, don't tell them who you live with. If you tell them who you live with, it's a wrap. They're not giving you shit. They won't even let you have sharp objects in the house. Peter B. with the $10 super chat says value for value. Kenneth Ewing, $2 says outstanding content worth more than gold. Akachi 2020, $5. I appreciate that. VV says, what a sweet voice she has. Yeah, Dev's got she's got a cute little voice. Oh, shit, here we go. Says, get an XDS9. Hold up, I'm gonna look that up now. Yeah, give me suggestions, guys. XDS9. Oh, my God. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like dude, honestly, I like the shorter barrel. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Wait, hold on. Does it come in a silver top? Oh, yes. Dude, I like the way that looks, man. I like that a lot. I like the, Desert Eagles are very long. They really are. And of course, in the movies, you got fucking 115-pound girls shooting Desert Eagles with one hand and shit. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Her arm would be fucking 5 feet over, ripped off her goddamn shoulder. That is a very good suggestion, man. Like, I like that. I like that XDS9. Ooh, there's a carbon fiber, damn. How much for this one? All right, I'm not gonna. All right, motherfuckers, y'all taking me down the rabbit hole, man. Some guy says, do not buy a Ruger. Okay. Hey, don't buy a Ruger. I got to get up with my boy Jesus in Vegas. That dude knows more about guns than anybody I know. Oh, Frank. Pine Frank, he's also a gun nut. Everything left turn, says Brushy. Sounds like she's 20. Yeah, she kind of acts like it too sometimes. Kind of a pain in the ass. JP84 says she'll be like, I roll with that dude Donovan. They'll be like, if you roll with Donovan, we need to get that paperwork back. Oh, yeah. The Taurus. Oh, the Taurus. I've heard of the Taurus. Hang on a second. Hold on, guys. Just give me a second. Glock. Ooh, silver top Glock. Let me check this out. Oh, that one's nice too. Man, I like that X. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up now. Hold up. There's a Gen GS26. Man, these all look fucking good. What? What?
Can you ask them what the best 9mm is?
Yeah, what's the best 9mm? Oh, yeah, King Marquis says, hey, the Ruger's jam. You don't want those. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Jeremiah Franz says, Kimber, 1911 gold match. All right, hold on. I'm going to copy and paste that. Yeah, so yeah. Give me, ooh, oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that classic look. I like that wood grain look. That's the shit you see. That's the shit you see in the movies and shit. Dude, guns are just beautiful. They're just, man, they're so like, I don't know, man. There's something about the engineering. It makes them irresistible. It really does. Like they're beautiful works of art is what they are. Yeah, dude, I'll fucking go broke if I start, yeah, that Kimber looks good, dude. I do like that Kimber. That's real nice. Dude, that XTS or XDS silver top, that shit is fucking fly. Yeah, dude, I like how that, I can feel it in my hands right now, man. Feel it in my hands. Vernon Norfleet, $1 super chat, appreciate that. Golden Resin says P26 9mm. Let's look with these. Hold on, guys. We'll get back on track here in a second. Just give me a second. Very good. Oh yeah, I like that. That's another classic look. The P20 the P226. Yeah, I mean Devon's not a man, so she can't be out here shooting Glocks and 38 calibers. Springfield. Oh, so the P26 is a Glock. Okay, good. Jeremiah Franz says it feels like a 9mm when shot. No shit. No fucking shit. Dude, that Kimber, dude, honestly, man, that Kimber might be the best option, man. So it doesn't have a lot of kick then, no? That Kimber looks nice, man. I like how you can, like, trick them out and get your fucking initials and shit on. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. The Kimber's real nice. Oh, my God. Dude, yeah. Oh, my God, dude. If we move back out west, man. Oh, Beretta? Yeah, listen. Berettas are very good guns. I had a buddy of mine who was a cop, and that I think, as far as I know, that's like the standard police issue. But yeah, Berettas are nice, man. Berettas are real nice. Ooh, there's a silver Beretta. Damn, hold up. Dude, I have completely lost control over the show. I told you guys, man, all right, I'm gonna stop because I'll fucking be here all night looking at this shit. Crispin Johnson says a Colt Combat Elite. Okay, all right. I'm going to have to copy and paste this chat because I really... An XDS9 because it has the least... Oh, okay, so the XDS9... So that is the least amount of kickback. 9mm. Oh yeah, she could shoot that. Oh yeah, she could definitely shoot that. It's got a nice. I like the guns with the big clip, like right at the not the barrel, but the where you hold it because it gives you a little bit more control. Damn, everybody's out of stock on those. God damn. Yo, these are almost all. Oh wait, that one's in stock. These are all out of stock. God damn. I'm telling you, man, if we move, dude, if we move back to Nevada, it is over with. Oh yeah, Smith & Wessons are very, very good guns. Very good guns. Oh yeah, figure out what, see. Yeah, that's a good, listen, that's a good idea. Like, you can rent guns and you can go to the shooting range. Beretta, Smith & Wesson, M&P. Yes, absolutely. Oh, here we go. FN5, that, man, you guys are knowledgeable with this shit. Ooh, that FN57 looks nice. Ah! Oh, I like that a lot, dude. Oh, I like that. Oh, look at this. It's got like a blue top. Oh, shit. Here's one with a fucking silencer. Oh, shit. Here's another one with a silencer. Yeah, those are illegal. Damn, dude. Dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Glock 43X is perfect. The Thizza Fur. Let me look these up. I follow Coleon Noir on I probably shouldn't say his name. But I've had conversations with Colion Noir. Not about guns, but we follow each other on Instagram and on Facebook. And he follows my work. And for anybody watching, no, Colion Noir does not associate himself with the Red Pill. Though one might argue that he might want to. But dude, I would love to be able to, I'd love to be able to pick his brain because that dude knows every. Wow, yeah, that 43X Glock is nice. Oh, and it comes in a silver top too? Ah, there's a pink one. There's a pink one. Oh, there we go. Oh, check this shit out. Oh yeah, get the pink one for Dev. 9mm prison pink. Dude. Yeah, I'm that dude, man. I'm that dude who will buy fucking... Oh, man. Pimped Out Geese, $50 super chat. It said if you're going to give her a heads up, make sure your affairs are in order first. Finances, lawyer, custody plan, etc. 100% agreement. If you're going to tell your wife that you are going to file for divorce or give her the option to do it first, you need to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Before you mention divorce to your wife, before you even say the word divorce, you need to have hired a lawyer. You need to have a contingency plan and you need to figure out what to do from there. Have everything planned. Yeah, Paul, I said prison pink. It actually says prison pink right here. It's actually pretty cool. It is a cute little lady gun. Wow, a lot of guns come. Wow, okay. So a lot of guns come in pink. Wow. Oh shit, okay. And all of them are out of stock. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I think people are stocking up on weapons because of this whole coronavirus thing. Dude. Honestly, man, I'm gonna have to put a, yeah, you heard it right, man. You heard it. It said prison pink. Hold up a second, real quick. Just real quick. I'm almost done, guys. 9mm purple. Can you get it in purple? Oh my God, you can get it in purple. Oh shit, dude, you can get guns in whatever. Okay, so they sell guns for chicks. That's cool. Devin is a girly girl. She likes to get pink or purple, and like her bowling shoes are purple. God, I miss bowling a lot, man. Yep, dude. Like once I start with this gun thing, I think it's gonna be an addiction. I think it's gonna be an addiction. Because I love guns. I just think they're just beautiful. I think they're works of art. Deception purple. Golden Resin says they also make magazines that also extend the length of the grip. Oh, on the smaller guns. Okay, well that works. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Paul Godin said pimp purple. The Taurus. Absolutely. Pimped Out Geese says, so can I get a license in a different state with a felony? I don't think so. But I know in the state of Nevada, you do not have to have a license to own a weapon. You have to have a concealed carry permit. Out in Nevada, I think you have to have the concealed carry permit everywhere. I'm not 100% sure. But in the state of Nevada, you can walk into any gun shop, pawn shop, whatever. I want that one right there. You pay the money and you walk out with the weapon. Some guy says every rugger he owned jammed. Okay, all right. Well, that's enough. Listen, that's enough for me. Oh my God. Oh, okay, so Golden Resin says Cock 45, IV 888, Colion Noir, Demolition Ranch, other channels like them review many types of guns. Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. So Erwin Peralta says the CZP-10, they shoot amazing. Let's check those out. See, I'd like to have 3 or 4 not sidearms. I'll never get a concealed carry permit with my record. But, oh, that's a good-looking gun, too. Oh, that's a good-looking gun. I like that. It's very, it's a very, very, very simple. Oh, I like that, dude. Do they have a... Oh, no, that's not a Glock. They said it's a Glock Killer. That's actually a really good-looking gun, man. It's got a very clean, non-complicated look. A lot of guys say when you own one, like you buy your first gun and you go to the shooting range, it's kind of like golf. You have to keep buying weapons. You're at the range like every day. Oh my God, I can't wait. Joel Mondes here says, yeah, man, record gun sales in history and ammo prices are sky high since the CV scare. Also, thanks for the content, Sharpe. Appreciate that. Tian Goddess says, Tian Goddess, welcome to chat privileges. Okay, Hickok 45. Hold on, I'm going to put this in the, whatchamacallit. Dude, Colion Noir has like 1 million. He's got like 1 million subscribers. It's amazing. I had no idea that gun channels were so successful. And I don't know anything about guns, man. But dude, every time I see a video of Colion Noir doing some sort of obstacle course, I'm like, dude, that looks like a fucking blast. I would love to do that shit. Oh, there's all sorts of mods you can do with this one too. Oh yeah. All right. I'm getting way off track. I'm getting way off track. Okay. Tian Goddess says, I'm a female firearms instructor. Yes. When we go to get instructed, we are going to get a female firearms instructor for obvious reasons. Yeah, Tian Goddess. Shit. Shoot me an email, tsr@donovansharpe.com. I'll shoot that to Dev and you guys can talk. Guys, that is going to do it. Actually, no, it's not. Hang on a second. So what I need to do now is I need to start the streaming. I need to start the streaming back on... I need to start the stream on... Google. Nope, there it is. All right, let me go to Restream. I thought I had Restream up already. Nope, I don't. All right, so let me go to Restream and start the stream. I'll answer a few more super chats. And then, of course, I will do my Love is Blind breakdown over on sharpestream.com just as soon as I hit the switch. Man, I'm excited now, dude. I am excited. Dude, you guys gotta understand, man. Here in the state of Pennsylvania, everything is fucking illegal. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like it's a pain in the fucking ass to get anything. Like Dev was supposed to go in and get fingerprinted, I think today, but then they pushed her shit back 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, in Nevada, we would not have to worry about this. We could walk and be like, I want that one right there. Yes, tsr@donovansharpe.com for Tian Goddess. Appreciate that. JB84 says, time for some LIB crack. Hashtag I need my fix. Yes. Break out your spoons and lighters, guys. Break out your spoons and lighters. Let me make sure I'm streaming over there. Very, very good episode today, guys. Very, very good episode today. Copy the link. Let's jump over here. Excellent. Let's see. Yes, we are streaming. Oh, shit, I gotta turn that down. There we go. Excellent. All right, cool. So we are now streaming in super crystal clear high definition over on Sharpe Stream. So let me, sharpestream.com. And yes, there is chat on Sharpe Stream. There is chat in Sharpe Stream. I love to interact with the chat. Keen Thief is already in the house. King Sargon II. Excellent. Lemon Express. Oh, nope. People are saying, shame this isn't longer. T4Z says, felt so short. Excellent. All right, so get on over to sharpestream.com. Sharpestream.com. Ace and Spades wants to know if I'm doing the webinar this weekend. Yeah, I'll be doing the webinar this weekend, the weekend webinar for my $55 patrons. That should be a lot of fun. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys very, very much for all of your support. Been a hell of a week. Thank you to my super chatters. You guys are all very, very generous. Head on over to sharpestream.com if you want to catch the breakdown of Love is Blind. We'll see you over there. Bye.